My name is Evelyn Harper, and I'm 80 years old now.
Standing here on this grand stage of America's Got Talent, feeling like a fragile leaf in a storm I never asked for. These lights are so bright, they sting my tired eyes. And my hands tremble as they rest on this beautiful piano the show has lent me. Far finer than anything I've touched in decades. My bones ache from the arthritis that's twisted my fingers like old tree roots. And my heart is a hollow thing, echoing with memories that never fade. But I'm here, aren't I? Clinging to one last thread of hope. Because if I don't play this song tonight, what else is left for an old woman like me? It all shattered 50 years ago in 1975 when I was just 30, a young mother full of life and living in a modest apartment in Central Park West, New York. My little boy, Tommy, was 8, with his father's curly hair and a smile that could melt winter snow. He loved nothing more than sitting by my side as I played the piano in our tiny living room. I'd saved every penny from my job as a seamstress to buy that second-hand upright, and Tommy would clap his small hands, begging for our song, a simple lullaby I'd composed just for him, weaving in notes of joy and dreams. "Play it again, Mama," he'd say, his eyes sparkling. That day, we went for a picnic in Central Park. It was a sunny afternoon, families everywhere, laughter floating like dandelions. I turned my back for a moment to unpack the basket, and when I looked up, he was gone. Just like that, vanished into the crowd. We searched for hours, police, neighbors, strangers joining in. Posters plastered the city. Missing, Tommy Harper, 8 years old, last seen in blue overalls. My husband, George, a quiet factory worker, broke that day. He blamed himself for not coming along, though he was working overtime to pay our bills. Nights blurred into weeks, months into years. No leads, no sightings. The police said he might have been taken or wandered off and met some terrible fate. George couldn't bear it. He stopped eating, stopped sleeping, whispering Tommy's name like a prayer. The grief ate him alive. He had a heart attack at 42, dying in my arms, his last words. "Find our boy, Evie." I buried him alone, no family to lean on, my parents long gone, no siblings. Just me in that empty apartment, staring at Tommy's untouched toys and the silent piano. The years since have been a slow unraveling. I lost my job when the sorrow made my hands too unsteady for sewing. Social Security barely covers the rent on my dingy one-room in Brooklyn, where the walls peel and the heater sputters in winter. Meals are canned soup or whatever the food bank provides. I've gone days with just tea to quiet the hunger pangs. My health, a cruel joke. Diabetes steals my energy, leaving me weak and dizzy. Cataracts blur the world into shadows. Doctors say I need surgery, but who can afford it? No children, no grandchildren, friends faded away, uncomfortable with my endless grief. I've spent birthdays alone, holidays watching families through frosted windows, whispering to ghosts. Nights are the worst, Dreams of Tommy's laugh turning to cries, waking me in cold sweats. I've searched shelters, online databases, even hired a private investigator with my last savings. Nothing. Just this aching void, like a piece of my soul was ripped out and never returned. But Tommy loved that lullaby. It was our secret melody, the one I'd play to soothe his fears. If he's out there alive, somehow, somewhere he might recognize it. That's why I'm here on this stage, despite the pain shooting through my joints, the fear choking my throat. America's Got Talent. They said yes to an old lady's plea. If I play it now, loud enough for the world to hear, maybe it'll reach him. Maybe he'll remember his mama's hands on the keys and come home. Please, God, let this be the miracle I've prayed for every day these 50 years. So, if you'll indulge me, I'll play our song. For Tommy, wherever you are, come find me, my sweet boy.